Married men. What are the unspoken rules for successful marriage? You need to actually believe in your partner. They are human just like you and should love you for the good and bad that makes you up. You want someone to be in the trenches with when everything feels like it's falling apart. Yes, cultivate extreme trust. That means you have to continually communicate and remain emotionally available. Continually communicate and remain emotionally available, definitely this. And it's more work than you probably think it is. 1. 5 years into a relationship with my partner, who is incredibly emotionally available and communicative. I also strive to be these things, but I'm realizing just how much active work it takes to do it continually. Every time I'm upset and my partner doesn't realize it, I have to stop myself and say, communicate this. Don't just sit and fester. Yeah, goon. I spent so long having those things ignored in previous relationships that I stopped doing them. No one wants to speak this answer because it is useless to help anyone improve their marriage. But the most important factor in a good marriage is choosing the right spouse in the first place. Someone who shares your values, who matches your level of, for lack of a better word, selflessness or selfishness, and someone who is going to grow in the same direction that you do over many years. That last one depends a lot on good luck. The main way to mitigate the risk and maximize the chances of success are to choose people with similar fundamental values, not just religious/moral, but also people with similar approaches to growth, learning, problem solving, and the other main way to handle that is to not get married before 25. Because people's personalities naturally change a lot in early to mid 20s, especially while navigating career and shifting social environments during those ages. More than half the people I know who got married before 25 got divorced by 30. Don't stop being a couple. Be friends. Have inside jokes. Don't lose your own friends. Have dates. Have sex in risky places and be bold. Have fun until you die together. Marriage isn't the end of your boyfriend and girlfriend phase. When you have young kids, even the bedroom is a risky place. So I've heard the same with being a old teen/young adult. The bedroom is a risky place with parents downstairs. It's never you against her. Always you and her against the problem/world. This is why I never understood married people with separate bank accounts unless someone had bad credit. I married my wife because I trust her with everything. Also, we're a team now. It's our money. Even though I make more than she does, I still consider it ours because I trust her. My wife and I each have our own bank accounts plus a joint account. All of our shared expenses and bills come from the joint account, then we each have our own spending money. We both wanted it this way, to hopefully save on fights. If she wants to go out and spend a bunch of her money on candles or something, I can't say anything about it because it's not money that was supposed to be used on bills. Similarly, if I want to take some of my money and build a new computer, my husband and I have our bank accounts set up this way as well, but we split which bills we pay, and we pay them out of our separate accounts, and then just have a joint savings. I think we do this so that we split the mental accounting load more than anything else. Neither one of us wants to be solely responsible for making sure all the bills are getting paid, and that we are budgeting properly, so we each budget different parts of the budget. I have learned to not default into problem solving mode whenever she wants to discuss an issue. I now ask if she wants me to listen or problem solve, which has helped avoid further frustrating her and improved our communication. I also added distract into this. Now I ask, do you want me to listen, distract you from the problem, or problem solve? Sometimes my partner is too emotionally invested in an issue to be able to talk about it. So we might put on our favorite songs and have a dance in the kitchen, play a board game with our favorite LP on, or go for a walk and get outside in nature. Adding in the distraction is such a good idea. Sometimes I get stuck ruminating on something that I should just let go, or it was already handled. Having someone help distract me would help break that cycle, so I move on. Honestly, asking in general is a fantastic idea. Create your own spaces. It's perfectly fine to have your own hobbies. Don't need to drag yourself to forcefully participate in activities. My wife watches football on Sunday after the chores are done. I play video games for a few hours. If I want to play video games during the week, she'll watch a few episodes of RuPaul or Masked Singer. Other than that, we are pretty inseparable because we love spending our time together. Dude, seriously? RuPaul and the Masked Singer? Show your partner they matter. Always buy vanilla essence and not imitation vanilla. Now this man is married. Happily. 2. Always be respectful, even when you disagree about something. Avoid saying/doing hurtful things. Know your partner's top 2 love languages and be sure that you are satisfying them. When your partner is talking, pay attention. Listen and learn. When there's an issue, work together to find a resolution instead of blaming each other. Keep some fun in the relationship, even when you've been together for years. When there's an issue, work together to find a resolution instead of blaming each other. Always be careful of the words you speak. Once something is spoken, it can never be taken back. It can create resentment and dig in for years and years after being spoken. The marriage comes first, before friends, career, family, even your kids. The best support you can give your kids is them living with 2 parents who love and appreciate each other. My ex put her career first. She was surprised when I told her I felt lonely, but we sleep in the same bed every night. Yeah, but we don't talk. Always important to note there are varying levels and degrees to all of this. Sometimes, you're going to have to put your career first for a week or a month or something. Sometimes your spouse will have to do the same. It's more a general mindset than anything. I couldn't agree more. She wasn't working towards a promotion, hadn't had a raise in 5 years, and she had accepted that this would be what she would do for the rest of her life. I was so pissed at the whole situation. Even though you're married, you should still date yourself. Still plan little trips or dates or little things. Those moments are what made her fall in love with you also. Never hurts to do the little things. Making coffee, filling the tank, unloading the dishwasher, take dog out, etc. To just start her off on the right foot. You will make your wife so happy and appreciative if you take her nearly empty gas tank and fill it while she's taking a dump or in the shower or something. Lol, yup. I do that from time to time or get a drink in the morning. Respect of both her space and time. I know so many men who would just do what they wanted and expect everything to be done for them. All those men are now divorced. Women want a partner, not a man who still needs his mommy. If something's wrong, tell your partner and assure them that they can do the same. It sounds simple, but so many people keep things trapped inside, and it ruins marriages. And don't lash out if they open up, even if you are justified in being upset. If you can't speak about it calmly, especially without saying something hurtful, think on it and calm down before you say what you have to say. If you show them that opening up will lead to an argument or headache, they will eventually stop doing it. Great point. Make her really laugh and love her laugh. The easier it is for you to make her laugh, the better. Usually the sense of humor you had before getting married is fine. No need to work on stand-up. If you're intrigued by someone else, stay the F away or have an actual discussion about it. What he's saying is that the easiest way to avoid making mistakes is to not put yourself in a situation where they can happen. Know how to fight properly and with respect. Fights will happen. That's unavoidable. Keep it respectful. Listen to her complaints without providing a solution to the problem. 99/100th time she doesn't want a solution. She just wants to talk about her problem. Don't offer a solution to avoid having to hear about the problem, because you're avoiding the very thing she wants, to voice her concerns. Just listen and nod. Took me a couple of years to learn that one. Yes, 100%, because to a lot of men their instinct is to create solutions. Because listening and nodding feels like, well, doing nothing. It is doing nothing, and against everything I as a man stands for. But if that's what she wants, I can at least try to sit and listen. Respect and trust. Never stop high-fiving. Took out the trash. Up top homie. Passing by in the hallway to get a snack. Gym some skin. I love this. Clean house. Happy spouse. Never don't stop fucking. Communicate clearly. Lot of good answers here. And odd ones. I'm 31. Been with my wife for 13 years and married for 10 of those years. If I could sum up what's made our marriage successful into a rule, I'd say don't treat your spouse like shit. It's kind of a catch-all. And always be honest. If you can't be honest with them, you can't be honest with anyone. Always keep wanting your wife. The secret is to always choose your wife no matter what. When you're upset, don't run to another woman and vent or have any communication, because that leads down dark paths. Walk away and breath, then return and apologize after for what happened and communicate. Always keep things spicy and interesting, but don't push it. Communicate about including toys and role playing. Always help around the house, even if she is a stay-at-home mother, because she's not your mother. Do chores when you can, or every day to help. Always kiss her good night and good morning. Tell her you love her and appreciate her for all she does. Massage her shoulders and feet at least once a month, maybe more. Cook for her and family because you're half the chef as well. Sorry for the random rambling, but overall you get the idea. Being married is all about sacrifice, communication, trust, and working together. Always help around the house, even better contribute or pull your weight. Helping implies it's her job in the first place and you're only doing it to be nice, rather than it being a shared responsibility. My parents both worked full-time, but my dad always acted like he was doing my mum a huge favor by cooking the occasional meal or cleaning up messes, often ones he made. Like needing to eat or not be surrounded by clutter weren't a concern for him. Know yourself first. My first marriage, I didn't really know who I was or how to express what I wanted whenever it differed from what she wanted. Which leads to my second point. Don't get married quickly. Sure, there are some success stories, but I learned the hard way that some people take time to show their true colors. By the time my ex did, it was too late. We had children. You don't need to spend every waking moment together. It's okay for you or your partner to have friends, hobbies that don't include yourself. Also, always communicate and make sure you make each other laugh. Love her unconditionally. It is not 50/50. It is 100 hundredths. The problem with 50/50 is you are always trying to balance the scales. I did this, so she should do that. You are not roommates. She is your soulmate. Don't forget that you're still two different people with different hobbies and your own time. Live and let live. If you are touching/holding hands while speaking hard truths, it's easier for both of you. Without physical contact, you're more likely to raise your voice or get frustrated. There's a part of your brain that will actively try to distance you from intimate relationships, friends, lovers, family. Fight it. Touch each other or connect when you talk. Hold each other. Hug. Hold that hug. Sex will diminish. Contact doesn't have to. 1. Be a little bit deaf. Sometimes, in the heat of a moment, people say things that can resonate in our heads for days/weeks/lifetime. Learn to be a bit deaf and attribute it to rough days. Do not overuse this skill so much that you are being verbally abused. There is a difference. 2. Maintain separate friend groups and work functions. Even volunteer opportunity. You need things to talk about, because if you know everything that happened, it's gonna be boring. Overuse of the skillies when you are never home. 3. Make it normal to fantasize. In the bedroom or out. Be playful. When a guy catches her eye in public and you catch her, keep it light and airy. I bet he washes dishes better than me. Now, if she is flirting with everyone, then you can't, unless that's your thing. 4. The bills. Dishes, laundry, groceries, kids, pets are shared duties. Everyone pays. Everyone cleans. Everything's to make a house work. Sure, she prefers to fold laundry because I suck at it, but I have folded laundry and watch her fold hers. She pays my bills when I fix the cars earlier in the month. Everything's. 5. Flirt. At 7 AM, when she just got out of bed and she doesn't feel so pretty. This is a great list.